Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your January 2024 reading. I have laid out the African Tarot and the Tarot of the Divine along the axis of the horoscope wheel. I mixed those together into one deck, and I will clarify with the good tarot, and I have 3 oracle decks that I will use throughout the reading. So I appreciate your time. That is important to me. I respect your time and appreciate all the support that you give me. I am announcing that I'm now doing personal readings. All the information about that is in the description box below. For safety reasons, I will never email you for payment, offering you a reading for payment. And the reason I'm clarifying that is because I will be picking a monthly winner of a free card reading, the standard, similar to what I do here, only on the longer side for sure. And in order to let you know that you've been selected from the comments and the donations that I receive throughout the month, I will let you know by email, requesting more information, etc. So that's just a little exception to the generally I do not offer readings. I certainly don't offer readings for payment by email. But for that monthly bonus, that is an exception. So stay safe. That's important. And let's get going with your overall energy for the month of January, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about the discernment that you need at this time in order to understand, to process the wisdom from the experiences that you're having, what you're learning, what you're understanding, the illuminations you're receiving about your reality, and the also understanding that it is your thoughts that shape your reality. You're getting a handle on the perhaps assumptions that you've made in the past about what you were experiencing or how you wanted to experience your life that was illusory. And understanding that now, you're now prompted to be curious about what your experiences now and the experiences of others around you are in reality. Pursuing your truth, understanding what is really underneath the experiences, feelings, emotions that you're having, and how you're using that knowledge, that information to construct a reality that is according to your life liking, but also that puts you in closer alignment with your authentic truth, with who you actually are and what your real impact on the world is. In this way, you are a counselor to others. Others seek you to facilitate conversations and ways in which you can be learn through the experiences of others. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the Hermit card. The Hermit is describing your need to go within for answers. Even as you question the experience of reality that you and others may be having, in a neutral way, in a non-judgmental way, you are understanding that only you can answer certain questions, only you can resolve certain conundrums you're experiencing based on who you are and what you need. You are using this time to go within. You may be consulting those peers, teachers, mentors that you respect, that you feel understand your path. Whether they understand you or not is not important. You're looking for that information, that illumination, and having received it, you are about sharing it with others. This is very consistent with your view of your ability to use language in a way that is powerful, that neutralizes negative impact on others, and instead opens up conversations, is curious, is non-judgmental about information you're seeking and assumptions that you or others could be making to your detriment. Excuse me. The first house, the Five of Swords. So there's a lot you want to change about the way you communicate or are communicated with. There is a sense here of unkind words, unkind actions leveled at you as a result of your own insecurities, your own lack of belief or faith in who you are, what you want to do, and the value of your ideas. Excuse me again. So the Five of Swords is really signaling a place where you recognize the limitations of your communication style or the way that you can or can't communicate with others. Limits you've placed on the expression of your ideas, or the way in which you don't have faith or the confidence to ask for the help that you need. This is something you want to change, or something that you're learning to change by offering this specific help to others. Helping others to resolve their communication challenges, disagreements among others, is a way that you may be learning how to change a pattern in your own life of being cowed by people who are mean, who say cruel things, who are hurtful and disregard your sense of fairness, disregard your needs. So this is an area where you're taking action to shift your belief system and your faith in yourself, in your ability to see the big picture. In the fourth house, your home, your roots, your history, the Page of Wands is indicating that you are excited about something that you want to start. You're excited perhaps about this new confidence in addressing the way unkind language or communication you experience, expressing, changing, enthusiastic about, being able to express yourself fearlessly without the expectation of rebuff or someone clapping back at you unfairly. You're excited about new ways in which you can not only see your family, your environment, your domestic upbringing, perhaps your family of origin, but new ways of seeing yourself in that setting, in that environment. This is you feeling much more confident about expressing your needs and your desires, pursuing them regardless of the cost, not caring about the way you appear to others, but taking joy in your natural and innate gifts and expression, your own experiences. In the seventh house, we have the Lover's card. And this is really about your relationship to yourself overall. It doesn't mean that you don't have a significant relationship. In fact, it's quite likely that most of you do, many of you do. But it is saying that the way you evaluate your relationship and make choices, even as a couple, has shifted to a less gratifying, immediately gratifying purpose, to one in which you are committing to building something for the long haul. You're committing to everlasting permanence and durability. You're choosing to commit together to achieve something that is lasting. And this is a feature of many of your relationships, particularly your relationship with yourself, because that is the relationship that is reflected in all others. So this is where you are committing to your higher self, your commitment to your potential, that you can have and pursue the things that you feel you're deserving and worthy of. And that there's nothing negating about pursuing wealth, abundance, love, or there's nothing low about that. I'm picking up a sense that too much money is bad and too much love is bad. That's just coming up for me. And I'm seeing that perhaps in recognizing that you deserve passion in your relationships, your significant relationships, that being a passion for your own quest for life, your own joy in life, your own pleasure in expressing the things, your talents, and what you do. I'm going to pull an oracle card from Starry Beginnings and ask you, Cancer, if you're resonating with this reading so far, to please like this video, share it with someone who might enjoy it or find it useful. Comment below as I enjoy reading your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled All is at Your Fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. This is an interesting message. If you see something has been possible in the world for someone else, it is possible for you. And for some reason, Cancer, you need to hear that. And that perhaps reflects on this idea that you've always felt a need to stay within the lines, color within the lines. Not too much passion, not too much money, not too much fun. You instead perhaps are flirting with a new excitement, a new passion, a new opportunity to express yourself without care, with a lot of faith in what you have to say or do and not caring what others think about it. In fact, you already know what they're going to say about it and you don't care. I like that. I've pulled from the Flora and Fauna of Africa the lemur. And the plant associated with the lemur is the acacia, and that word is friendship. Tap into your charming and cunning nature. Set out on an adventure that stimulates your senses. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to clarify the Five of Swords in the first house with the Hierophant in the second house and the Two of Air in the third house. There is a sense here of a decision to be made, an eminent decision that represents definitely a crossroads for you. It's something you need more information about, and it very much bears on this coloring outside the line idea. And by that I mean living out loud, not being so careful and procedural about any element of your life that you feel enthusiastic and passionate about. It's okay to have too much of something. And that's a sense I have that that allows you to stay controlled and contained. And it's part of the way that you don't piss anyone off too much. Perhaps people who have been unkind to you throughout, that disregard you, that feed your sense of self-doubt by lampooning you, denigrating your efforts, laughing at your requests for help. So there is this area that you have been conforming, staying within a conventional structure or model, and that as much as you have gained from that, you are allowed to move beyond that in any way that your talents or your desires require, and that you are safe in doing that. In fact, that's the perhaps element of passion, of wild self-belief and self-investment that has been, that you are only now feeling safe to tap into. That charming and cunning nature, setting you out on an adventure that will stimulate your senses. I love this. The Page of Wands in the 4th house is clarified by the 2 of Earth in the 5th house and the 7 of Fire in the 6th house. Definitely, interestingly, as you are going into this new experience of passion, this new way of perceiving not only your own capabilities, your own interest and desires, but this sense that you are setting limits. You're cordoning off a place where others have inappropriately felt safe to intrude. And in doing that, in gracefully setting up boundaries, saying no, you have liberated yourself to live in your zone of passion, talent, and interest, to move into that place of your desires now, that place where you have an expertise, you have an inclination, you have a store of knowledge that allows you to focus your attention on the goals that you've set, on the pursuit of your desires. This relieves you of the desire to have to fix things around you. Perhaps you are the fixer. Perhaps you're the scapegoat in a family system or even in a work system. You're relinquishing that. What others do is no longer of concern for you unless it affects you. And you're claiming your turf, your strength, your area of power. The Lovers in the 7th house is clarified by the 8 of Fire in the 8th house and the 9 of Fire in the 9th house. Interesting. Things are moving quickly now as you are allowing yourself to explore this passionate, excitable, exuberant element of your personality, identifying things that you truly want, that you truly feel connected to, that reflect something about you that is important, significant, unique. Things begin to move very quickly. You are making connections perhaps with assistants, with colleagues, with collaborators, with just making contacts in from unfamiliar corners of your world. And you are engaging in this conversation, in these negotiations that are allowing you to get more information about what is best for you, what way to proceed. This is about claiming your authenticity, your right to be who you are based on your experiences, and you are determined that you are going to achieve this expression despite the incredible damage and pain that you have incurred by the unkind treatment from others that fed into, again, the sense of doubt and insecurity that you may have regularly expressed in just trying to find a safe zone in a particular environment. The Hermit in the 10th house is clarified by the King of Air in the 11th house and the 5 of Fire in the 12th house. It's interesting, this has come up for you before. Not only do you have an air couple, the King and Queen of Swords of Air, indicating that you are really understanding how to leverage not only your dispassionate curiosity, your willingness to challenge your own assumptions, your own beliefs, but you are also able to learn from the experiences of others and mediating those conversations, that dialogue, that discourse, those negotiations. This is because in many ways you are showing others how to work together as a team. And the very situation that is concerning you, that has you worried and stressed in terms of the kind of unkind treatment you may have received that you want very much to change, is actually now being inspired by your willingness to learn and to model for others the best way to solve a problem is to acknowledge that no one has the answer to a collective problem. But this is something that you are able to do together. You have to work together, and you have to work as a team from your strengths in order to craft a solution to a problem that you are struggling with. Here you are modeling, and there are these 2 5s that are followed by the Hierophant, the number 5. This is all about the learning laboratory of life, I like to call it. As a former teacher, this is really about setting up an environment where people work from their strengths, acknowledging that they don't know the answer yet, but together you can work together to craft a solution. I'm going to finish this up with the language of flowers. And I have pulled the Mexican marigold, and the key word is renewal. Time to begin again. Stronger, better. Thank you so much for your time, Cancer. Until next time, Namaste.